RT boxing here. This is Mr.A. We're going to do a quick breakdown and prediction on this up and coming fight between the WBA Super Bantamweight Champion Guillermo Rigondeaux, the Super Champion, versus the intern Moises Flores. Moises Flores has a very big hill to climb. I'm not sure if anyone's really picking him to win this fight. And it's understandable why. Guillermo Rigondeaux is a far more talented boxer than he is. So what we're going to do is, as boxing fans, and a fair thing to do is try and see how Moises can win this fight, because he is the taller fighter. I think he might have a small reach advantage. So Moises is going to have to, first of all, Moises is probably best known for his recently victory over Oscar Escandón. It was on a PBC fight. Outside, I believe it was a StubHub Center in California. It was a pretty action-packed fight, but you can't really take nothing away from it because Oscar kind of just stood right there to be hit. Not much defense. Now Guillermo Rigondeaux is a much craftier fighter than Oscar Escandón, better champion than Escandón, and he breaks jaws unlike Oscar Escandón. So in order for Moises Flores' jaw not to get broken, he's going to have to keep his height. He has a tendency to crouch down as he fights. Do not crouch down in front of Rigondeaux. Do not put your face at an easier target for him. He breaks jaws. Moises is going to have to keep his height, do a hard jab, stiff jab, and bring it back snappy. Maybe double pump it, double feint it, because if he's lazy with his punches, Guillermo Rigondeaux will counter and counter and counter. Great counter puncher Rigondeaux is. He's going to have to throw a lot of feints to offset, because Guillermo Rigondeaux is very patient. So Moises is going to have to throw a lot of feints out there to really offset Guillermo's timing. And once he does get in, he's going to have to do what he does, and it's apply pressure and throw bunches and bunches. That's Moises. So he's going to have to work Guillermo's body pretty bad and just tie him up. Either once he works the body, go up and down the stairs, head shots, body shots, and once he works the body, either skate to the side, do not back up straight up with his head high and chin up. So he either skate off to the side or tie him up and allow the referee to reset him. Do not allow Rigondeaux to throw punches after he has landed points. If he could constantly do that, he might have a chance wearing out Rigondeaux, get him a little tired, and then, because Rigondeaux is and has been on the mat. He is susceptible to being hit. His chin ain't the greatest. And Moises does throw some thunder in his punches, and he throws a lot of punches. He's a good combo puncher. He goes anywhere from 2 to 4, 3 to 5 combos. And that could be deadly to a guy who is susceptible to being on the mat. Now, as for Rigondeaux, he's going to be patient. And with all those punches that Moises does throw, he's going to leave himself open somewhere between like the second and the fourth punch, because they're a little wide. And Rigondeaux is going to counter him, I believe. So just be patient. Maybe Rigondeaux's going to have to maybe take a step back in between the combos being thrown. The uppercut's going to be there, a check left hook. Rigondeaux is good at creating angles with his feet, and I think he's going to have to do that with the reach and the height. He's going to have to somehow find himself to get in as the shorter fighter, which is he's probably been used to his whole career, trying to find fights. So I think if he could just somehow avoid the early onslaught pressure that Moses is going to attempt to bring, the counters will be there eventually for him. He's gonna work the body, work Moses' body to slow him down. Just start beating his body from the get go. If he could beat his body from the get go, he'll slow him down. And I say that's the breakdown. And now it's RT Boxing here, Mr. A. It is time for prediction. Before I do that, please subscribe, share these videos, thumbs up in the comments below. Write what you think of this fight, who you picking, what do you think a breakdown might be, some tips, keys to victory. And now it is time for prediction time. Mr. A is predicting a 4th round knockout for Guillermo Rigondeaux and still WBA Super Bantamweight Champion. RT Boxing here, Mr. A. Please subscribe.